Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the career and financial energy for the sign of Taurus for the month of October. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here for you, Taurus. Now I am using the Rider-Waite Tarot, as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, let's go and see what we have here. We'll make sure we're all set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it. Take four of these Kipper cards here. Okay. So, Taurus, there has been a, for some of you, you've recently gotten a job raise. For some of you, you've recently gotten started on something that feels very important in your life. This has come after you have really accumulated some good karma, which means you've taken some really good actions in your life. This has all led to some sort of nice invitation or offer that has come into your life. This has brought a new beginning into your life. I feel like saying to you, Taurus, that gratitude right now is very important. I feel like practicing gratitude is going to be key for you at this time. For whatever reason, well, I'll tell you why. I mean, it's because of this Five of Cups. Everything here is very good. You then have this Five of Cups showing up. And it's almost like for some of you, have you taken a step back? Have you taken a moment to sort of look at your situation and simply be grateful for what you have? Simply be grateful for being here, for experiencing this lifetime. I mean, I sometimes, I have to do this for myself frequently, where I'm like, maybe my life's not perfect right now, but man, I'm grateful that I'm in this situation. And wow, it could be a lot worse for me. I'm not saying to be in that energy all the time, but having gratitude for what you have, even if you feel like it's not a lot, really can help you. It can really be a powerful experience to have pure gratitude for everything that you have now. So let's dive in here. So in the overall situation, you have the Page of Cups. This is some type of invitation or arrival that makes you very happy in your life. The Page of Cups can be all about offers or opportunities in a career and financial situation. It can talk about you like dreaming about what could be or all of the possibilities available to you in your life. And this person's sort of like looking into the cup and dreaming about what could be for them. And so when you get the Page of Cups, it's a very, typically a very good sign. And in this case, I would say that is the case for you as well. In the past, if we're combining this Page of Cups, because this is overall, what I think happened here is you have the Six of Pentacles and the Fool here in the past with this Page of Cups in the overall situation. The Fool represents a powerful new journey or a powerful new beginning that you've embarked on, because it's in the past here. You've gotten started on this. And the Six of Pentacles can indicate like you being rewarded for, giving energy, giving effort, giving back in some ways. And so for me, I'm getting this story here of you being invited with this Page of Cups to maybe take a new job, get a job raise, get a job promotion, because you've accumulated some good karma here with the Six of Pentacles. You've given a lot to your scenario, or you've given a lot to your situation. Now, what could also be the case is some of you perhaps, have started a new job. Some of you have maybe started a new business as well. I'm feeling like this is more about career stuff. I don't know if we'll have to see if there are some business messages that come in, but I think for some of you, you've gotten like a raise, or you've made some moves in your career in some ways here, and you've been invited to move up, or you've been invited to maybe even apply for a job that was maybe a little bit out of your what you thought you could get, and you ended up getting it. Something like that, I feel like has kind of been happening here for Taurus. Very good energy in the past. Now, in the future, you have the Five of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So, the Five of Cups card really asks you to look on the bright side. And I think in this case, it's asking you to maybe practice gratitude for everything that you have, everything that, the situation that you're in. And the King of Pentacles really says that, it's a major energy of abundance, right? The King of Pentacles is all about somebody who is well off, well-to-do in life, and you can see that they live in the castle here. You see the castle in the background. Castle in tarot represents rewards and riches. They're also just surrounded by all of this abundance. They're wearing this outfit here that has fruit on it. Fruit is a sign of sustainability, of harvest, of abundance. And this person has gotten to this point in part by being grateful for what they have, but also because they have healthy routines, they have healthy habits, they have solid, they get up early, they go to work every day, or whatever it looks like for you, right? They put in the work and they show up on time. They show up, they put in the energy, they put in the effort. You've done this here in the past. I would say don't let go of that, right? Because that's part of what makes you you in this case. If this reading is for you, Taurus, this is part of what makes you you. Don't forget the building blocks of your life. Don't forget the areas of your life where you've been successful before. And I'm also reminded of this quote from this book called it's not a quote, but it's this thing that I learned from this book called Psycho-Cybernetics. In the book, the author says that if you've been successful one time, you can be successful a million more times in your life. You have success here in the past, which means you can use that to be successful more in the future. Let's go ahead and let's get some clarifications here. So you have the Ten of Swords, you have the Five of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands, and you have the King of Wands. All right, so you do have a counterpart here showing up, which is very interesting. King and the Queen of Wands are counterparts in the tarot. This is not a love reading, so I'm going to stay away from any sort of love messages here. The Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords are similar cards in that they both indicate defeat or loss. The thing is, the Ten of Swords is something that's completely done. It's completely over with. It's not coming back when you get the Ten of Swords energy. The Five of Swords is something that is completely recoverable, okay? And so that's the difference between the two cards. They can both indicate defeat and loss, but there's a comeback available when you get the Five of Swords. With Ten of Swords, the comeback is not really there. So I get the sense that if I'm looking at these two cards together, some of you maybe thought that you were out of the game and you're now back in the game. There's something like this going on here. I know this is what's coming in. I think some of you are back in the game. And I think that this is because that you have accumulated good karma. You've shown people you've shown people your attributes, which include hard work, somebody who's always going to show up, somebody who's going to complete the task. You've shown those sort of qualities and those attributes about yourself, and those have really helped you. I also think that for some of you here, there was maybe even an invitation that came in with that Page of Cups that took you out of a situation where you felt like all hope was lost. With the Queen and the King of Wands, I was saying I was looking for more business messages here, and the King of Wands, if you started a business, I've mostly been talking about how I think most people here are in a career, you have a job with a salary. But I also think now that some of you here have also started a business. I was looking for some more messages around that. The King of Wands is the classic entrepreneur in the tarot, and the Queen of Wands is the counterpart to the entrepreneur. Both cards indicate some sort of passion and skill and ability, just by default. But the Queen of Wands is really a card that indicates your ability to attract whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you need into your life. It's a major energy of attraction. And so, I think that some of you are really attracting some pretty good things here into your life. I also feel like, remember that. How do I want to say this? Remember to remain grateful, because some of you here in the future are attracting something big here, and this could be through like a business that you own, but it could also be in another area of your life. But remember to remain grateful as you move into that state of attraction, so that you attract the right thing. Because remember, with law of attraction, you can attract the wrong thing. Like, that is totally possible as well. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we have here in these Kipper cards. All right, so you have change, courtship, great fortune, and toil and labor. All right, so the Great Fortune card is the best card to find in the Kipper deck. Okay, this literally says that your luck could be turning around. You have good fortune around you. You have good energy around you, money-wise. Definitely love to see that. The change in the courtship card, yeah. Okay, so this is beginning to solidify here. So, like I said, I think perhaps some of you had an offer. Courtship, think about like being courted or being headhunted by a different business or somebody wants to hire you. This led to a change. This led you to getting out of a situation where you felt like there was all hope was lost. I think some of you have been invited to move to a different place or a new organization or a timeline or something like this year, and that really got you out of maybe a challenging spot here. And again, I think it's because you have really good attributes of hard work. Everything that I've talked about here, you're a hardworking person. You'll show up, you'll do the work, all of that type of stuff. And I think that that's really helped you out. So let's go ahead and let's start to clarify the situation even more. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the 10 of Cups, you have the 9 of Swords, and you also have the Hanging Man. All right, so the 10 of Cups is a major energy of pure happiness. It is a major energy of abundance. Again, you closed something out here. There was something that, ended here, and some of you were invited to go somewhere else. And this felt very good because it got you out of this 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords energy. This brought about this full energy, which is this new beginning, especially as we have this Page of Cups. You've been invited to initiate a change here with the card showing up, and this was welcomed by you, and this was something that you were hoping for, and I feel like you really manifested it. Now just keep that up, because you want to be very careful that you're not dipping into a negative vibration here. Make sure you keep your vibration up. Make sure you remain in a state of gratitude, because you have this 9 of Swords and this 5 of Cups, which is like kind of dipping back into that fear energy, right? Like, what will happen if this person says this, or what will happen if I mess up, or what I have this new opportunity, but can I keep it going? Like, try to remain grateful for what you have, and you'll continue manifesting. You do have the Hanged Man, which is this idea of sometimes in life, like, we have to give something up to get something else. Sometimes in life we just have to let go, and I would say this is lining up with this 5 of Cups card. Let go of any sort of disappointments of the past. You have the 5 of Pentacles, and you also have the Hierophant. So the 5 of Pentacles is a card that can indicate financial hardship, but it really is about like loss generally. Some of you, you had this situation here where there was just something this is showing up in the past, okay? Just to be very clear, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. There was a situation in the past where maybe you were let go of, maybe there was a firing, or there was like a reorganizational change, or like a reorg, or whatever the case may be. And for some of you, maybe the reason why you're fearful now, or the reason why fear is showing up, is because of painful memories of the past. And that's like a totally valid situation. If you've gone through that, You have this Hierophant as well. The Hierophant is about your business or your organization that you are a part of, the place that you work. It is also Taurus energy, okay? It is the card of Taurus. And so I think for some of you here, not dipping into scarcity mode or scarcity thinking, you know, I think that that's very important at this time as well. At the top of the pyramid, you do have the 5 Wands. This is creating an internal conflict. You know, you have something really nice that you've been invited to do. You've probably went for it, and now it's like just remaining grateful. On the bottom of the deck here, you have the 3 of Pentacles, which is your ability to network and, you know, be a good teammate to your colleagues and the people that you work with on a day-to-day basis. It's also rewards and recognition for a quality job. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.